Welcome back to this very interesting conversation with Aditya Puri and Mrs. Anita Smiley Puri, who has just authored a book on the man behind the banker, Adityanama. Mrs. Puri, you've written, and we discussed that he never brought his problems home.
Never brought.
But after retirement, there was this big merger announcement, HDFC getting merged into HDFC Bank. Did you see any exchange of expression in his face?
No, I could
Worried,
see,
unhappy?
No, I
happy?
could see that he's really moved on, because emotionally, physically, and even mentally, I could see he was absolutely the same person. No, frowns on his face.
And no expression, no giveaway.
No expression, and he was absolutely as though it didn't bother him at all, and he had really moved on.
Okay. Would it have bothered you, the merger? What's your reaction? We never got to hear that.
Oh, no, I don't think it would have bothered me. As long as it was done in the best interest. See, remember, a lot of people made a lot of noise about it. And in your interviews with you, Lata, I always said whenever it makes sense, we would go ahead and do it. I think they all sat together, and at this point of time, it probably made sense.
Okay.
And there are enough good minds at it. And I'm past.
If you were there, would you have resisted, is my question, actually.
If it was good for the bank, I would not. If it wasn't, I would.
You're still not answering.
Because I don't know. I don't know the basis of the merger.
Okay.
So how can I comment? Be unfair.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll let you escape with that.
Good.
Mr. Puri, if you recall, what was the most challenging moment for you when you were running the bank?
See, as she rightly says, a lot of the moments were challenging. In the sense, first we had to set it up. Then we had to see if we need to expand and become large, how we need to change our business. Then we had to see the geographical. Each time it was like almost setting up a new bank, and then constant change in technology. And if you notice during the times that you interview, we wanted to be ahead of the curve. We didn't want to be a leader. So being the first also entails risk.
Mrs. Puri has even put a quote over there, and the quote will run. You say, why are there brakes in a car? And the surprising answer you come up with is so that you can run in full speed.
Yeah.
Your point being that I have put risk measures, and so that I can go at full speed. But at some point, did the bank go more than
No,
the brakes
absolutely.
allowed?
No.
Because, 2 years ago,
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm
glitches.
quite happy to discuss that. When I said the measure, if you see the bank, and I'm very proud of that, the bank has the systems and procedures that it runs by. Most people give me credit, but actually it's the whole team that put in and who would give the life for the bank and me.
Yes.
And we never had a credit issue. We never had a people issue.
No.
Technology was also not running too fast. We had the best guys. We had IBM, we had Cisco, we had TCS, everything. And they were all saying good, and they had tested it out.
Yes.
I think they got a bit too ambitious, but that was not with my sanction.
Okay.
Happens.
Okay. Mrs. Puri, did you get help in raising the children from him?
Yes and no. When he was home, he was hands-on.
Okay, let me speak of the one challenge that you speak about in the book. How did he react when your daughter joined films? Did that upset him?
Yeah, he didn't know what had hit him.
Okay.
Because he had told her to become a copywriter in O&M.
Mass communication, okay.
Yes. He was very keen.
And she was good at it.
And she was good at it.
Ranjan Kapoor told me she's very good.
Okay.
So he was actually shocked. He said, now where did this come from? Because I am absolutely camera shy.
Okay.
And he's from a banking background, and his grandfather was a lawyer, and his father was in Air Force. So at first we didn't know this industry at all. So that's why, because it was unknown waters.
Fair enough, absolutely.
And it's not structured.
Yeah.
I said, look, you'll have to go through ups and downs. And then she said, Pop, I'm sparing you, but half the time when you put me through mass communications, and then I was going to send her overseas for journalism, you made me believe that it was my decision. And actually only in afterthought I realized it's mine. And now I want my own.
Her decision. Okay. Okay, good. But then there was full support afterwards from the family.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Puri, I wanted to ask you, get you to the modern day as well. The world is facing a lot of banking issues. What are we getting right? Do you think we are getting things right in India?
I love this because I sent a note to some of my fellows overseas. I think, people feel they have the liberty to take a pot shot at India anytime they want. But people in glass houses should look first inside.
Yes.
Now, if you see these collapses and if you see also what the banking systems overseas look like, we look like a Garden of Eden.
Absolutely.
Take this SVB, take the other collapse, take Credit Suisse. Our regulators, and full credit to the RBI for this, we have asset liability management,
Yes.
we have portfolio management, we have deposit disparity,
Yes.
we have market risk, we have reputational risk, we have technology. I think we do a damn good job and the rest should learn from us rather than lecturing us.
Okay. Oh, absolutely.
And I also believe that the Sone ki Chidiya is coming back.
Okay. So you think that we have the best days for India ahead?
Absolutely. Sone ki Chidiya coming back. They now won full round.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Puri, speaking about retirement, did it bug you? What is his day like now? Are you happy with his retirement?
Yes, absolutely. Can I read a
Yes,
little, the conclusion, which I think would really answer your question well. And Aditya has smoothly moved on to the next chapter of his life, and I'm so happy to see him passionately pursue his dreams of providing quality, affordable healthcare across the length and breadth of the company, providing credit to the underprivileged, and democratizing the benefits of technology to reduce disparity and environment protection.
Okay, so he's doing a lot of NGO work.
Yes.
Mr.
It's
Puri,
his passion.
is it only NGO work? You're not getting into active corporate life at all? Board of directors, chairman?
Board of directors, chairman actually can't make much of a difference.
Well, but in PNB they wanted you, PNB Housing, right?
No, PNB Housing, I was ready to go with certain conditions.
Okay.
That if they were willing to bring a large amount of money, then I saw the opportunity of really revolutionizing the whole thing by having a cloud-based API platform-based technology, by having different credit systems, by having different distribution channels, by making sure that the length and the breadth got it all right. And they were also talking about putting in the requisite procedures so that the company itself would change. I was excited. I thought it was going to come. I was not involved in the pricing and all those decisions and the balance. It didn't happen. It didn't.
Okay. But don't we see you in an active role, driving a company?
If I find something like, take Farm Easy, I'm actively involved. So just like banking needed to go into the interior,
Yes.
we need to get quality healthcare and medicines to the interior. You drive, wherever you go to your home time, you drive 200 or 100 kilometers, then you see this doctor, you don't even know whether he's a doctor. You have a compounder sitting next to him. Everything is this white grind that given to you in the packet. I do want to bring quality healthcare to all of India at a cheaper price, delivered to the doorstep. That would include medicines, orthopedics, doctor on call. And I'm very passionate about that. I want to, and we are working, a couple of us are working together, Mahendra's, us, Bombay Port Trust, the government, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, to make your life more livable. And I think we will be able to come out with something soon.
Oh, this is very interesting. Mr. Puri, then I want answers to two questions from you.
Now the difficult ones come. Bolo.
When is your book coming?
No book.
Okay. All right. So when
I didn't even want this to come.
I know she keeps saying that
But
she had
after-
to keep it a secret from you.
After 45 years, you know when you better not argue.
Okay, I'm not so
Said
sure.
that for a long time, yeah.
Okay. All right. And when do we see you actively jump into some company? You said that, it may be in pharma, it may be in
it
medical,
may be in pharma,
healthcare.
it could be. If there was something where I could eliminate the money lender, I'd do that.
Okay, then that is finance and pharma.
And pharma, and because you see, you must understand, Lata, I think Prime Minister Modi has been saying this for quite some time. 60% of India still lives in semi-urban and rural India. They've taken roads, electricity, digital, all of it there. And now we have the opportunity to be able to take finance and thereby take them out of the money lending business. I think that is something that must be done. And if you give them finance, I think it will create another India.
Yeah, maybe that's possible now because of digitization,
Exactly.
digitalization,
Yeah.
UPI, ONDs.
And they're very hardworking people. We were talking just before you go in there, look at the activity. They need the support. They need the electricity, water, this, that they've got. Now they need financing and they also need some support. And I think the government is firmly focused on that. And if I got something there, I'd be there.
Okay, that's great to hear. Anita Smiley Puri, Aditya Puri, thank you very much for joining us in this delightful conversation. And we've got two big takeaways. Mr. Aditya Puri is not writing a book, but don't be surprised if you see him take active participation and come with a company in finance, in pharmaceuticals. We'll wait and see. Pleasure speaking to both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks a lot, Lata. That was very nice. Thank you so much.